loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I've actually done one video kind of like this before, but I actually just filmed my monthly TBR yesterday, but I wanted to do like a try a chapter with me type of video. I've done one of these before and it really helped me like try to find out which book I want to read next. So I'm going to be picking from the 3 kind of novel based books I kind of posted like on my little monthly TBR, and I just finished A Curse for True Love, or I'm actually about to finish A Curse for True Love. Like I'm almost done, and I just want to read a book that I want to test these books out and see which one I should jump into next, because sorry my dog, because I do not want to fall into a reading slump. Like it's just like something I just don't want happening. So I wanted to kind of read them with you guys and we kind of help figure out which one I'm going to read next. I just chose between the 3 kind of novels I put into that little TBR, so I can still stick with my TBR but then also see which one sounds interesting. I have to put this like in there and let you guys know I have read the first like 20% of the Raven Boys, so I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like 100%, but I want to give it another try because I feel like when I read it I wasn't really paying attention, so I want to read it again and see if it sounds interesting. If any of these things kind of fall into like the feeling of, ooh, that sounds really cool on the first chapter, I'm gonna probably read that next, and I just wanted to be able to figure out which one I want to read next. So I'm gonna be doing this with you guys and I'm excited. I want to see like what book I want to pick up. I want to make sure that I have something already pre-planned, that way I don't fall into a reading slump, because I absolutely have fell in love with this trilogy and I feel like if I don't have something planned I'm gonna fall into a reading slump, and I just don't want that happening because I just finally kind of got obsessed with new books again, and so I just want to make sure that I don't have that having the opportunity of arriving. So today we're going to be just reading these little 3 books together, just the first chapter, and we will find out what is going to be our next read. I'm probably going to do the Raven Boys last just because I've done that one before, but I'm going to give Daughter of the Siren Queen a try. And if you guys don't know, this is the second book to Daughter of Pirate King. Oh, my camera's dying. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back, and my camera, I have a new battery, but this is the second book to Daughter of the Pirate King, and I just want to see like how I feel about it, so let's get started. Aw, this, why can't I think right now? Dedication says, "For Mom, because you said I could write a book instead of getting a summer job. I love you." Why is that so cute? That's like actually like probably one of my most favorite ones ever. Let me see how long this one is, this chapter. Okay, not bad, like 12 pages. So let's get started. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I feel like I am really interested in it because I remember the romance in the first one I actually really liked a lot actually, but I don't know, I feel like it just seemed really actiony like off the bat, so I don't know if I'm in the mood for that right now, but I'm actually considering it a little bit just because it seemed like really easy and like the flow of it was definitely there, so I feel like if I do read this I can see myself kind of just like breezing through it, so I might consider this. But before I say anything, I'm gonna get into the next one, and I feel like it's not really fair that I'm even including this with these other 2 because I just feel like this one is just like a huge anticipated read for me, but I don't know if I'm gonna be in the mood for it right now, so that's why I'm kind of putting it in here. But we're gonna check on Crooked Kingdom, Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book to Six of Crows, and I have been anticipating this for such a long time, but I want to see if I'm in the mood for it right now, considering that I just read like Once Upon a Broken Heart. So let me see. And also, if I do pick this up, I have to keep in mind that it is like a heftier read, so we'll see how that goes. But let's get started. I've always like found the crow to be so cool. It's like super cool to me. A map. I love maps in books. They're just so nice. Let me see how long this chapter is. Okay, not bad. 12 pages. How odd. How so funny. Forsaken. Part 1. Okay, I felt like the first chapter I was like, I don't know if this is enough for me to like, it's not enough to persuade me, but then I saw the name of the second chapter that I'm like, I think I do want to read this one. But I don't know, there's just like a giant hefty like jump, and it is like a heftier read, so I'm like debating in terms of like time, because I just feel like when I jump into a bigger book I just get a little bit like scared it's gonna take me forever, so we'll see about that. And this one is gonna be, I don't know, because this one I did try reading. I did talk about it in like my TBR video, but I ended up kind of just putting it on the side for a little, just because, not because I didn't like it, I just wasn't like a fan of her writing style, and I kind of was like getting a little confused. But I don't know if it's because I wasn't really putting much effort into reading at the time. I think because I was like, I don't know, I think, oh yeah, I think it's because I was like transitioning to like my new schedule, like my set schedule that is now, and so I don't know if that's what kind of like threw me off. But I also do remember like her writing style was like, it wasn't for me. But I don't know, I feel like maybe if I give it another try I might like it, because everybody loves the series, so I just want to see like how I feel about it. So I'm gonna give it another try and I'm gonna see. So let's see, this is the first book of the Raven Boys, and yeah, let me see how long this chapter is. Not bad. 16 pages. That's not bad. I'm gonna say I am gonna skip the prologue. I kind of remember that part a little bit. I don't remember much happening. Oh, that is the first one. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, now that I'm like reading this again, I feel like this would be such a perfect read to read like during spooky season, or like even starting to go into spooky season. But I don't know, it actually sounded like kind of good the second time I read it. I think I remember the first chapter being interesting and it was like kind of easy to fall into, but then I think as it progressed I was just like, wait, what? Like I think it was just her writing that kind of like threw me off. But I think, okay, out of these three, I think in terms of the first chapter grabbing my attention, it was definitely Crooked Kingdom. Honestly, it really was. But okay, I don't know, because like even Daughter of the Siren Queen kind of sounded like kind of interesting in the beginning. Okay, I think my final decision is gonna be Daughter of the Siren Queen. And because the first chapter was actually pretty interesting, it seemed really easy, it flowed really easily. I feel like it's not something like a huge commitment that I have to just like worry about right after I finish this like amazing trilogy. So I feel like jumping into this would be really like simple. It'd be like a fast-paced read, an easy read, and then it already included the name of the lover, and so I feel like there's gonna be like some romance also included in this one. So I feel like, okay, that will kind of keep me like interested, as well as like the adventure of it, because it was already like pretty adventurous, or not adventurous, well kind of like, it's, you can tell it's like setting up for the adventure. In the first book there was already like action happening, so, and like a little bit of like a feud, so I feel like it's just gonna keep me invested. So I think, I don't know, I can't decide. I wish you guys should just answer me right now before I post this video, because I can't decide between these two. The only reason is because this one is because I know I kind of fell into a reading slump when I started reading it, so I don't want to risk that actually. And as I read it, it was interesting, but I don't know if right now is the time that I want to read this. I feel like I should give this more of a shot like when it's like spooky season, or like I'm actually really in the mood for it. But right now it's just I wasn't really feeling it as much. But between Crooked Kingdom and Daughter of the Siren Queen, I can't decide, because I feel like this would be such a good thing to fall into. But I am just so like, it's just a hefty read, so I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with Daughter of the Siren Queen because it still has adventure, it's still like kind of actiony, fantasy, and then there's also like romance, and they already included the person's name, so I feel like it's gonna be like a part, or play some part or some role in this one. So seeing how it was like kind of quick and easy and like kind of like a flowy read, I feel like it'd be a good and safe option to make sure that I don't fall into a reading slump. So I'm gonna stick with this one. I feel like it, okay, yeah, I want to read this one. I saw one thing, I wasn't trying to spoil myself, but I saw one thing that kind of made me interested, so I feel like this is gonna keep me like kind of invested. But I am happy. So now I have like a book pre-planned. I'm probably gonna stick with this one, and then I'm gonna go into Crooked Kingdom, then I'm gonna try to read the Raven Boys this month. That's like my overall goal. But I am happy I got to choose this with you guys, and thank you so much for accompanying me while I just decided which one to read next. I hope this was fun for you guys, because honestly I really do like doing these like little videos. I feel like they're really fun to like find the next chapter and what's the next book I should read. But I hope you guys are having a really great reading month, and I will see you guys in the next video.